right, Kaldhiem has finally hit the Magic Online and Magic Arena base, and yeah, let's just jump in with the first draft here of this format for the Card Kingdom YouTube channel. I've done a few drafts on Arena. I've been mainly focusing on Sealed on Magic Online, just because best of 3 is so much better here. But anyways, I'm not going to have time to go over every single card. All of the cards in this format have a ton of text. There are a ton of different new abilities. Most notably, there's Boast and there's Foretell, some of which you can already see in this pack. There's a Snow sub-theme, which you'll see, of course. Anyways, our rare is Herald Unites the Elves. Mill 3 cards, you may put an Elf or Tyver card from your graveyard on the battlefield. Put a 1/1 counter on each Elf you control, and whenever an Elf you control attacks this turn, target creature an opponent control gets -1. Unfortunately, the uncommon with it is another really good black-green card that has some kill to it. So taking one of these cards is going to be awkward. I'm actually going to go ahead and take the rare, though, just because it's a new format, so taking rares is perfectly acceptable, right? You want to see how good they are in this format. Anyways, like I said, as you can see on so many of these cards, it just has so much text. I'll go over the cards that I think are good, but I'm not going to go over every single card. The top 3 or 4 picks here are going to be like Provoke the Trolls, 4-mana Bolt that has some extra text, Demon Bolt, which has that Foretell ability, just solid 4 damage removal spell, Sarlf's Packmate, I think probably the best green common, if not the best common in the format, and then like Sculptor of Winter, really nice with all of the snow lands. I will say something about snow lands, though. It's not like a normal land. You have to draft the snow lands. You cannot just finish your deck and then add any number of snow lands that you want. No, the only snow lands that you can play are the ones that you draft during the picking process. I'm going to go ahead and just take the Packmate here. This is way too good. Foretell for 2, of course, is the base colorless amount you pay, and then you get a 3/3 that draws a card for an extra 2 mana. So just supremely powerful card in my opinion, and I don't think I can really pass that. Follow that up with, we have a Return Upon the Tide. I saw it coming. Some snow lands. Not too much in this pack. I think because I already have some green and black cards, and this goes well into the Elf synergy, I'm okay just taking this. I haven't had a really good chance to use it before, but Foretell cards are always great. This returns any creature from your graveyard to the battlefield, and if you do return an Elf, you get that extra bonus of 2 1/1s. This is really clever counterspell that you can foretell and then cast for 2 later on. And you'll be surprised about these runes. There's a rune in each color, and they each have a different ability, but they all have one thing similar, is that they all draw a card when they enter. So at least they cycle. But yeah, let's go ahead and just take the green-black card here and see what we can pick up after that. Oh, wow. Another really powerful card that I've been impressed with is Waking the Trolls. This, I'm going to take it. I don't know how good it is in draft, but it's 6 mana to kill a land. Then second mode, put target land from a graveyard on the battlefield under your control. This is the important one. Choose target opponent. This is Saga Mode 3. Choose an opponent. If they control fewer lands than you, you make a number of 4/4 green Troll Warrior creature tokens with trample equal to the difference. So if you have a way to like ramp up, or even if you're just able to curve out into this, it is just so strong, and it's very easily splashable. So I'm gonna take it here and see what happens. Notably, Snowland in the pack. There are some changelings in this format, so that would be an Elf, but I'm gonna try this powerful card. Okay, very interesting. This is a 5th pick Clarion Spirit, which I think is one of the better white uncommons. It's just, I mean, it's a 2/2 for 2 baseline, but then if you ever cast 2 spells in a single turn, you get some free value with an extra 1/1 flyer. But I think the 2 picks here for me are the Sculptor of Winter, very solid Elf card, and then the Sulfurous Mire. I took the Waking the Trolls here, so taking this Mire does make a lot of sense. I think, though, I do want to cut off the Elves more than anything else. So let's try to take the Sculptor of Winter over the Sulfurous Mire. I'm not too concerned about eventually getting some more fixing anyways. Okay, this pack, none of the green cards speak to me that much. I might want to just stay open and take like the Frost Augur. We're still seeing a lot of the snow lands coming around, so maybe if I pivot into the snow deck, this can have some really high upside. So let's take that and see what happens. Okay, a snow-covered swamp here. an Elderleaf Mentor, another elf card. But given that I have the Sculptor now and the Frost Augur, I think I kind of like taking the Snow-Covered Swamp over the Elderleaf Mentor. Okay, another fine pack. Elderfang Disciple is another elf, but I don't think it's one that I necessarily want here. I think instead, like the Masked Vandal could prove more useful. Another fine card is like the Funeral Longboat, but there are enough artifacts and enchantments in the format that are relevant that I think it's always nice to have access to this. And again, it's a changeling for elves. Wow. Fantastic pickup here of an Ice Tunnel. So that was the wheel. So that tells me that the snow deck might be available and it might be correct to move in now. So we're going to happily take that. Similarly, yeah, we're going to take this Shimmerdrift Veil and move into a snow theme. I mean, we could do like 5-color snow. Like there are just so many things you can do. Not a huge fan of the Frostpeak Yeti in the snow deck. I think I'd rather have access to like a Disdainful Stroke. Probably going to sideboard that, but see. Okay, Pilfering Hawk is another fine one for the snow deck. 2 mana, 1/2 flyer, snow creature, and then if you can pay a snow mana, you can loot with it. So not the worst. Good start. Again, taking the Herald Unites the Elves and passing that other 4 mana enchantment saga was kind of awkward, but like I can dip out of this if I need to. Okay, you know what? And Mistwalker on the wheel is perfectly acceptable. A fine flyer. It is a changeling, so it is another elf. And yeah, happy to have it. Not a bad first pack. Let's see what we can get coming up here. Toski, Bearer of Secrets. So I've had this card in sealed, and every time I've had it in sealed, it has just proved to be so, so good. Now, 4 mana for a 1/1, okay, that's really, really weak, obviously. But slight upside, it can't be countered. Huge upside, it's indestructible. A little bit of downside, it has to attack each combat, but whenever any creature you control deals combat damage to player, so you draw a card. It has so much upside, your opponent often has to leave back a creature just to block it. I mean, I think it's good enough to take here. The other good card in the pack is probably just the Demon Bolt again. Solid 3 mana for 4 damage to any creature or Planeswalker at instant speed. And then, of course, you can foretell it on a turn and then cast it on a later turn for simply a red mana. But we'll take the Toski here and see where this leads. Quite a few good cards in this pack. Arnie Slays the Troll, another really good Saga card. Maya, Bredegard Protector is a solid go wide strategy card. That's our first Feed the Serpent if we wanted that. Notably, it looks like the Vraska's Contempt, just 2 black, 2 colorless, instant exile creature or planeswalker. Another Sculptor of Winter here. And another Mistwalker, which we'll probably wheel just like the first one did. Kind of think I have to take the Feed the Serpent. I just don't love passing the Sculptor of Winter. Just because the double black is looking a little bit awkward right now. But I do think our black is currently better than our blue, so seems like a fine pickup for me. Okay, another pretty solid pack here. Big fan of the Bears of Lityara, especially with the number of changelings I already have, actually. So 3 mana, first mode, make a 2/2 shapeshifter. Second mode, any number of shapeshifters you control have base power 4/4. Base power and toughness 4/4. And then third mode, you get to fight, not even fight something, you get to just kill something based on the number of creatures you have. I think another really powerful card is the Path to the World Tree. One of my favorite uncommons. It fixes, and it's really easy to actually get the mana to activate the ability. You'd be surprised. Glittering Frost in the pack as well. Makes a land a snow land and ramps you. But it's hard. The Bears of Lityara or the Path to the World Tree. I mean, I'm running every color but white right now, so I guess I'm going to take the Path. It's just so fun. Okay, that's kind of interesting. A triple green card might be a little bit awkward, though. It is very good, though. I suppose I could always just go super heavy green and kind of ditch the blue. Again, the blue is fine, but not amazing here. Otherwise, we have like a Behold the Multiverse. Struggle for Skemfar is a decent fight effect, but it's kind of hard to pass this, I think, so let's just take it, see what happens. There's Reflections of Lityara now. Kind of a funny card. I mean, it has a ton of potential upside, but I think it's a little bit too cute when we can just take like an elf. Okay. I mean, again, we can just be moving into like multiple different decks here. More snow, struggle, more elves. I think this time we'll take the Foretell Fight card. And now we get a... Oh, this is really splashable. Lityara Mirror Lake. A land that can become a copy of a creature with some extra counters on it. But I'm just going to take the 5/5 elf here. It's surprising how good this card actually is. It does a lot of work. More snow-covered lands on the wheel. Raven's Wings or a Wither Crown. I'm not a huge fan of Wither Crown, but it's like an okay removal spell. I guess the snow plan is kind of dead at this point, isn't it? Oh, interesting. I guess I'll just take the Raven's Wings over the bad removal spell. I'm not sure how I feel about the King Herald's Revenge. Seems pretty lackluster. I mean, maybe it's fine in an elf deck, but I feel like I'd rather just have the double raise dead here. Okay, yeah, we wield a bunch of random crap. I don't think this elf is worth playing. Another Mistwalker. I mean, a 4/2 reach for 3 is not very exciting, but again, probably fine. Ah, Bears of Lityara Wield. Dang it. All right, I mean, maybe we're splashing a little bit still, because, yeah, getting cards like this super late is just so awkward. Holy smokes. Okay, we're not going to run any of those. More elves on the wheel, although maybe now this time this is the blue elf that I can kind of take here. Pyre of Heroes is our last rare opened. Not a very good card. Some good cards in this pack, though, include like the Giant's Amulet. We'd have to be moving heavier blue for that. Icebind Pillar if you have enough snow permanents to utilize the tap. Another Multiverse. Snow Swamp. You know, I guess I'm kind of blue-green more than I am black, aren't I? Sheesh. Could have had a really good snow deck, I think, if I had moved in earlier. All right, I mean, let's take the Giant's Amulet. I think that card is just fantastic. Oh, speaking of fantastic cards, Seraph the Realm Eater. Again, infinite lines of text, but baseline is a 3/3 for 3. Whenever a permanent an opponent controls is put into the battle graveyard from the battlefield, you get a 1/1 counter on it. And then at the beginning of your upkeep, you can remove all of the counters and exile each other non-land permanent with converted mana cost less than or equal to the number of cards. So it's kind of like a weird pernicious deed on a very, very solid creature. I don't see how I can just pass that here. Okay, probably a Spirit of the Elder Guard. So I'm looking like Sultai Snow of some variety. I'm not sure if I can run the Feed the Serpent because of the double black, but we have some good things going on here. Vengeful Reaper is another good Foretell card. Would definitely like to pick up some more fixing if possible. Double volatile Fjord. That would fix for Waking the Trolls and also help with Path to the World Tree. It's just so hard to run. The pillars are so good, but I haven't been taking the lands. I only have 3 snow lands. Like, I would need like 5 minimum to make that work. So I think I just have to take a Fjord here. Okay, snow-covered forest or a way down. Let's take the snowland. we're getting the late snow land, so this can work out still, I think. Another snow land. Yeah, I think that's fine. Over the another Behold or Bind the Monster could also be pretty good here, but let's go for the land. Another struggle for Skemfar. Okay, that's good. We did wheel one of the pillars. Man, the snow was so open. I'm gonna take it now. I mean, we have 6 snow lands, and we can probably get a few more on the wheel, given how open it's been. Kind of a weird deck for sure. Not sure if I drafted correctly. Don't think that's very good. We can take like a sideboard Mists for some aggro deck. If I could get one more good snow land, I'd be pretty happy here. Okay, well, I mean, I guess I can replace the Recluse with now this Grizzled Outrider, so that's nice. Alright, looks like we're not going to get the snow lands. Darn, that's too bad. Sideboard Annul. Okay, interesting draft. Yeah, it was kind of wishy-washy on my part, but I mean, again, the format's new, so people are doing some weird things for sure. I have to double check that this Herald Unites the Elves is still good enough in my deck. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, let's recount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this might not be quite good enough to play. Would have just been better off had I taken the other enchantment. But this was a rare, so I wanted to try it out. Okay, and yeah, our curve looks a little bit weird, but remember, there are a ton of cards that I have here that have the Foretell ability. All of those have the Foretell ability, so I think we're actually pretty good. Let's double check the Frost Augur and make sure I have enough snow permanents for this to be a thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 with the land. So that might not quite be good enough to run here. Nine. Yeah, I think that's probably a cut. Let's see. And then maybe just get a random creature in. Don't think that's very playable. We're going to run a lot of green sources here and then a couple black. I'm just wondering if I want to run one white source for the Path to the World Tree. Or even if I want to run the World Tree in the first place, you know? This is a bird. I'm hesitant to run the Feed the Serpent because I don't think I'm running more than like 2 swamps, 2 basic swamps in the deck. Definitely looks like we're, what, base blue-green. I still want to try this card out. Maybe it's not super good in the deck. Guess we could just throw in like a random Undersea Invader just for a little bit more top end. Yeah, or like another pseudo removal spell in the form of Mists. Yeah, maybe that's better. Okay, I'm fine trying it like this. We get 11 lands here. So I think I'm running 1 more basic swamp. 6, 7, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Remember, the Spirit of the Aldegard can also search for the snow lands, so there's some extra fixing locked up in there. Alright, I mean, this is going to be a little bit janky, but let's give it a shot. This format is pretty fun. There is a small chance where we can path to the World Tree off of, like, the Veil, but maybe this card is a little bit sketchy. I guess I could also return a white source from the opponent as well. Kind of funny. Alright, let's go to round 1. Here we are for round 1 of this Kaldhiem draft with our 3/4 color deck. And yes, that's a keep. So I get to foretell Behold the Multiverse on turn 2 and then cast it on turn 3. Funny I don't have my main color, which is green, but I think this is a fine hand, all things considered. It's a crazy format. I have a feeling that the multi-color decks are going to be the norm and not the exception. Alright, let's foretell this. And so remember, foretell is an ability you can use at any time on your turn just by paying 2 colorless. But you still have to follow the restrictions of the card when you cast it. Alright, so they played a Ravenous Rats here. We don't need an extra swamp. Don't mind discarding that. Okay, so I'm going to main phase this Behold the Multiverse in case we draw one of our tap lands off of it. Seraph and a Return Upon the Tide. Definitely going to bottom the return. I think I'm going to keep the Seraph. Ooh, and we really need to draw some land next turn. But as you can see, the opponent played a land that has a white ability, so I'm going to guess they have some white cards in their deck somewhere as well. Throne of Death. At the beginning of your upkeep, mill a card. Exile a card from your graveyard, draw a card. Exile a creature card from your graveyard, draw a card. Fantastic draw there for us, obviously. Let's go ahead and play the Spirit out, most efficient, and go get a Snowland. We need another blue land here. So let's take the snow-covered islands that I'm able to play the Giant's Amulet and quote-unquote kick it next turn. But yeah, everybody's doing pretty powerful things. What the heck is this? Eradicator Valkyrie. 4/3 flying lifelink hexproof from Planeswalkers. Okay. And boast, sacrifice a creature. Each opponent sacrifices a creature or Planeswalker. Wow, what the heck? I mean, that's kind of nuts here. I guess what my plan is then is to get the Sarulf online. So let's play the Path to the World Tree. Go get a Snow Forest, play the Forest, play the Sarulf out. Never seen that mythic before. Looks like they milled a Sentinel. I would guess they go ahead and sack this and trade for one of these two. I can get rid of the Throne of Death, though, with my Sarulf if I want to. I mean, hopefully they don't have too much else, but the fact that that flyer has lifelink is pretty gross. Yeah, I think we definitely get rid of the throne. That's funny. That's going to actually let me use the Path to the World Tree's full ability. It's not super relevant right now, though, so I'd rather just cast out the Giant's Amulet and make a 4/5 hexproof. Because they need to play some weak creatures that they don't care about sacrificing before they can really get some great bow stability. Looks like they just had a Poison the Cup there, sure. Great removal spell. And a Raise from the Draugr. They're 2 elves back? Oh, that's pretty good. Oh. Yeah, that 4/3 flyer is kind of a beating. I guess the nice thing is, if they don't, I mean, if I find a removal spell, they don't have very much action otherwise going on with that. And yeah, this Bears of Lit Yara can actually start beating that. So let's do this. Let's play this on white. We have the forest to discard when they play their Ravenous Rats Elf dude. Oh, they had a fight effect. And now they can sacrifice their Sentinel and make me sacrifice my giant crap. Jeez. Wow, just dying to this one card. Needed any removal here, didn't we? Okay, so I'm not technically dead. I can use this ability and gain 2 life. I guess we want to play the triple green out so we could Old Growth Troll. If I had 1 more life, I'd actually be able to potentially survive here, but... Okay, well, the Vengeful Reaper is actually going to save me. Yeah, so we can... play the Reaper. 2/3 Flying Death Touch Haste, equip it here, and then play out another 2/2. Alright, I mean, we might have stabilized. They only have 1 card left in their hand. It's not going to be easy, though. Okay, another random elf, sure. They can start pumping their creatures, though, with the Glade Warden here. $34-2. Yeah, this is going to be a bit of an uphill battle. Again, all I needed was 1 removal spell for the Valkyrie. Okay, they're going to pump up their Sentinel. Now that would have been fine a while ago, too. But what we can do here is play out the Mentor, which gives us 3 elves. Then we can play the Lit Yara Kinseeker, which is going to enter as a 3/5. That also scries. And that is a way to deal with the flyer now. Okay, we might be stable. 2 life, but we might be stabilizing here. Oh no. If they have a way to... if they can get the trample one, I lose. This Rune Crown is a fantastic card. Again, there's a rune in every color. Looks like they only have Death Touch, thankfully. And a Herald. Okay. They found a Coma's Faithful, sure. Four, 3 Death Touch now. That's fine. Yeah, okay. I think we stabilized. So let's struggle here. Flyer's finally down. I can untap the forest, play the old growth troll. And I guess I'm going to attack for 5, or sorry, 4. I need to start beating in. I'm going to leave back my flying hexproof creature for now. Kind of stabilized. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, realistically, it was just that one card that did everything versus me. If they don't have that, I don't know if they really can win. So that's kind of good news for us going forward. It looks like maybe I bring in Disdainful Stroke from the sideboard. There's the Coma's Faithful we knew about. Okay, they're going to make their Sentinel bigger. Let's see, they have one more creature in the yard that they can exile. Flying Death Touch Haste, okay. Just making sure I read that correctly. Yeah, that's a fine attack. I don't mind trading these two for that. Oh, I guess I technically should have traded the bear away and not the... slight mistake. Should have traded the bear away and not the 3/2, but not a big deal. Packmate's a fantastic hit. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's cast a 3/3 that draws a card. And I don't have any ground attacks, so I guess I just start attacking in the air. Two damage at a time. Let's go ahead and move the amulet to our 4/6. And then it doesn't look like it, but remember I can untap my Snow Island with the Sculptor to cast the Mists if I need to. Okay. The opponent needs to find another white source, and then they can use their Great Hall, but I mean, we're kind of getting there. Slow and steady. Five, 3 Death Touch. Sure, we'll trade our old growth troll. They gain 5 life, but we get to make another creature with this still, so that's not bad. Alright, milled 3 lands from me, 2 lands and a creature from them. And they're back up to 38. I can't. Can I actually kill them anyway? Might not actually be able to win the game. Oh, wait. I have an Icebind Pillar. That is fantastic. Never mind. Maybe there's a chance still. Let's attack for 2 in the air. Okay. There's a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. Especially if they just draw like a land this turn, I can start maybe getting a teeny bit aggressive. Okay, going bigger on their Death Toucher. So we'll tap that. Okay, moving the crown, of course. Mistwalker, another flyer is not bad. Oh my gosh, what a grindy game this is. Let's attack for 2 Death Touch in the air. Play out the Mistwalker. And now I guess I will run out another blue land since we can pump it again. What is this that they just drew? As long as you control 3 more legendary creatures, it gets +4/+2 and has vigilance. Look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal a legendary card from among them and put it in your hand. Put the rest. Okay. So it's a 2/4? Oh, I mean, that doesn't even seem very good. It's like fine. They still have that last Valkyrie that they can exile. Oh no. This is not a May. This is a must draw, so I don't actually know if I can play this out. In fact, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I still have 3 lands left in the deck. Let's see. Oh, I have Awaking the Trolls in the deck. I have Awaking the Trolls. That can actually win the game. Do I have 2 Outriders? I have 2 Outriders, which are the 5/5. I have a Masked Vandal, which can blow up the Ruined Crown. Okay, yeah, I don't think I can play the Toski, but I can actually win this game. It's not impossible. Alright, they're going to activate the ability. Fira, Judge of Valor. Oh my, okay. Well, that's kind of bad news. Oh wait, no, I guess that's not that bad. Doesn't really do anything right now. Wait, can I kill them now? I mean, I guess I definitely don't have 29 damage, but I do have a lot. Not a land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 13, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Wow, I actually have a ton of damage. Okay, so I think this is the turn I want to play the Toski then and draw some extra cards. Remember, this is not a May ability. So I want to maximize the damage that I deal while hitting with these cards. I'm going to leave back the Death Toucher to block. There's the Trolls. Ooh, there's Return Upon the Tides too. Okay. Play out the land. And foretell. Pass. Oh, this is going to be a tight game. Could very well have ended myself by playing out the Toski, maybe a little bit too early. So yeah, we'll tap the big flying lifelinker. We actually really want them to attack with that, because we have the indestructible creature on the board right now. Ah, they drew 2 more creatures. Okay, that might be enough. I might have to... Is there a way I can kill my own creature? I might want to... Oh, no, the Serap's not going to be good enough. They have too many expensive cards themselves. I think they're probably going to let me hit them for 1 here, because they want me to deck out faster. Yeah, this makes sense. Okay, pass. Let's tap the big old Death Toucher this time. I move the crown, that's okay. So take their Great Hall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They have 8. Okay, I can actually win this game still. I get to kill their Ruined Crown. Play out the land. Tap my own Toski. pass. Okay, that's fine. Now I'm going to get a bunch of 4/4s. I get 4 4/4s. Let's see. I have to tap my Toski again this turn. Oh wait, I can sack the... No, I don't have double white. Yes, I do. I do have double white. So I can make this a... I can turn that into an angel. Yeah, so that's what we do here. Because now I can tap on their turn. Oh, now I don't have black for this, do I? Shoot, I might have messed up. But now I have to kill them all next turn for sure. All right. What a game. Tap the flyer with lifelink. Draw my last card for the turn. That's actually a fantastic hit too. The fight effect gets rid of another creature of theirs. Now we tap the flyer. I don't think bringing anything back from the graveyard does anything, right? Alright, and let's attack with everything. Holy moly! 0 cards left in my deck. The opponent was absolutely devastating me with the Eradicator Valkyrie, but... Oh my god. What was that game? Oh my lord. That was insanity. Absolute insanity. So it's just like the stroke I want to bring in versus them. Dude, that Waking the Trolls there was so good. Gave me, what, 4 4/4s? Notably, all of my fat was on the bottom of my deck. Both of my Outriders and my Waking the Trolls. They were all on the bottom. Holy smokes, what a game. Oh, I'm kind of speechless still. I guess I don't actually make too much of a sideboard option. I think I'm just going to run it back. Oh, holy moly. Alright, game 2 of round 1 after that absurd first game where, I mean, yeah, you had to watch it. It was nuts. We have a pretty good hand here. All of our main colors and some pretty nice cards. Got the Mistwalker and the Bears, so... the opponent's playing a bunch of these Sentinels, which I don't think are particularly good cards, but, I mean, hey. Like, they're utilizing it kind of nicely here. Whereas I just have to go land pass for the first 2 turns. Okay, attack for 2 is fine. There's the Herald. Yeah, I mean, this is a good curve. They found a Glade Warden, sure. Let's go ahead and play the Bears out. Oh, whoops, no. Oh, God. I said what I was going to do. Play the Mistwalker and then the Bears, and then I did it in the other order anyways, because I'm smart. Whoopsies. Yeah, definitely huge mistake playing that out, and now they just struggle me. Yeah. Oh boy. And Akoma's faithful. Okay. So I take 4. But now I just get no value out of this because I'm a fool. And have I drawn 4 lands in a row? I've drawn 4 lands in a row, haven't I? Guess I gotta play the 1/4 out here instead, since it blocks the 3/1 better than my Realm Eater does. And it's gonna be terrible to lose this game after that fantastic game 1 where we squeaked it out, and then I just sequence terribly here and throw it all away. Oh, there's their Valkyrie again. Well, that's what we call bad news bears. I guess I have to lead on the Packmate and hope that I can find the fight effect to kill the Valkyrie here coming up. Just more land. Alright, I mean, this might be a quick one. This might be a quick one for sure. Maybe even the... Nah, the Spider's so bad versus everything except the Valkyrie. I don't know if that's worth it. Man, they get to use the boast ability too, sacking those little craps. Yeah, let's go to the next game. GG, go next. I mean, I wonder if I just need the Feed the Serpent, even though it's kind of hard to cast. I just have so few black sources in the deck. It feels better just to bring in the Disdainful Stroke, honestly. Maybe cut the Lityara. Alright, let's try it like this. Ooh, really good game 1. Bad game 2 where I missequence. So what if I had played the Mistwalker first? I think they still make the fight play, kill the Mistwalker. Then the following turn I play the bear, but the bear turns into a 4/4, and then I can fight. Like, yeah, it's just... It's possible I can win that game. Alright, game 3, round 1. Let's just win. Hand looks fine. Got our pillar, if nothing else, so that can stop their stupid Valkyrie if they have it again. I don't know about that. I can't get behind that Sentinel yet. Maybe it's a good card and I'm just looking down upon it, but seems so lackluster. I think it's probably okay to run the bears out here, because it's less likely they're going to have a removal spell this turn, in which case I'm going to make a 4/4 the following turn. In fact, I have a fantastic curve out. We'll see if I want to play out Pillar next, but odds are I'm just going to go Shapeshifter into Mentor into Outrider. Put the pressure on them. Oh, they killed the enchantment. Okay, that's fine. That's one less removal spell for my Icebind Pillar, so I'm okay with that. I like how I have every color but white again, so if I do find my what do you call it? My Path of the World Tree or whatever, I can reasonably cast or use the ability on it. Okay, so they have some kind of trick here. Oh, Village Rites. That's fine. Absolutely. And this is a good turn to slam my 5/5, not only because, well, the pillar doesn't do anything, but they don't have double black available to cast Poison the Cup. And so if they just play like a creature this turn, I pillar and tap it. So we're hoping they just play some random creature and not not a removal spell. But even if they do just use a singleton removal spell on the Outrider, we still have 3 creatures on the board, you know? Well, that ain't gonna cut it. Okay, that could be Poison the Cup now. Struggle's not a bad draw. Let's play the land. Let's go to combat. I'm not going to struggle the 1-2. Yep, they did have poison. No surprise. Let's see how they scried. 2 bottom. I like that. Now we play the pillar. Foretell. And hold open our pillar ability. I don't need to tap the Sentinel here. If they play out a cheap creature, then I might, so that they don't get access to some more mana. But for right now, there's no reason to tap the Sentinel on upkeep. Mentor. Yep, I'm just going to let that resolve. In fact, what I'll do here is tap the Mentor in response to the trigger. So if they want to cast something for 3 mana, they have to use the 3-2 to tap and not the 1-1 token. Well, precisely like I said. Okay, another land's not good, but we get to fight our Changeling here to their warrior. Hit him for 7. I'm going to go ahead and upkeep, tap their Sentinel, so again, they don't have access to white. What's the next ability? Exile a creature with the greatest power among creatures target opponent controls. Okay. There's their Valkyrie. But I'm going to go for it, because, well, I think it's good to. Can you beat it? Booyah, baby. All right, got the first round. Let's go to the next 2. Round 2 of this crazy format with our pseudo 5-color nonsense. And a very easy keep. I'm going to get greedy here and go ahead and name white with the Veil, since I have the path in my hand. Because remember, naming white with this is the only way that I can activate the ability of the path later on. The safest color to name here is either blue or black, and then go grab a blue or black land with the path afterwards, but I like playing a little bit greedy for sure. So I'm going to grab an island here, I think, because we have fewer islands than we do swamps. Oh yeah, and we have a lot more blue cards than black cards, so that makes a lot of sense. They're so nervous. I'm sure you'll be fine, friend. I'm sure you'll be fine. Okay. 2-1 that rummages when it enters. It's a lot of green sources off the top. All right. Yeah, we'll run out the bears. It's going to be too long to wait for the Grizzled Outrider to try to get extreme value. And again, if they don't have a way to kill the Changeling this turn, then I'm getting a 4/4 attacker next turn. So I've drawn 3 forests in a row, right? Hopefully we can draw something better now. Ooh, that's a good card. All right, so let's make this a 4/4. And then whenever they attack with a Berserker next turn, they draw a card and they lose 1 life. Alright. Yeah, I guess we'll fight the Menace creature. And say go. Make it hard for them to attack. This card's very nice. It's a rare, so you're not going to see it all that often, but really strong value with this card, especially if you can get any amount of value with it, you know? Alright, I'm going to block. There are some things that punish me here, but I think it's good. If this is just like a run amok, then that doesn't really matter. Run amok is still a trade. Absolutely fine. Packmate's very good. Let's go ahead and just play the Outrider here, though, this turn. And then next turn we can play out the Packmate and foretell our Reaper. I don't think the opponent's going to be using this anytime soon, but maybe they do. Alright, just the Cavalry. And, oh, they ordered that wrong. Volatile Fjord for me. That's pretty good. I'm okay to actually try to start racing here, I think. Tap like this. Ooh, a Toski. I think I like playing out the Fjord, though, instead of playing out the untapped land for the Reaper. Because now if I draw a black source, we have white, red, green, blue, black, and then we can activate the path and get some real good value. This might not be the best deck for the Toski. I'm not really a deck that pressures all that well, but it's certainly an annoying card. Like, if you're at parity or even slightly ahead, it's kind of fantastic. What was that? Oh, they shackled my Outrider. Gonna hit me for 5. Nice. Oh, and they have Village Rights for the combo? Whoa! Very good. Very good. Okay. Well, let's play the Toski. And now we get to attack with our Packmate, and if they don't block with the pet and trade, then I get to draw some extra cards, which is kind of nice. Fantastic. And I even get to play out another Flyer second main phase, which is another card that can start drawing some extra cards for me. So, good, good. Draugr Recruiter. Okay. Give away 2. There are a few ways to deal with Toski. Like in black, there's a -3/-3 for 1 mana. There's that exile effect for double black, which we have in our sideboard. A few different things. I mean, they should probably attack for 4 here, I would think. Yeah. Okay. I mean, the Toski has to attack every turn. And they have 3 damage with this here. That's... That's kind of rough. I mean, it's unlikely they're going to be able to cast 2 spells. For the foreseeable future, but I think what I want to do here is attack for 1, they'll block, that's fine. And then I want to play out the amulet and foretell to behold the multiverse. Play it a little bit defensively here. I don't really care if they make me discard this Vengeful Reaper for the turn, which they probably will. Unless they drew something better to do. It's a tight one. Okay, here they do something. Like, this is prime time for them to activate the land and make me discard the last card in my hand. I guess if they have 2 cards that they can cast, then... or, yeah, 2 spells that they can cast. That would be very fortunate, and I'd probably have to chump with the Mistwalker. God, what can they be thinking about? So it's either deciding if they want to make me discard or if they want to play a spell this turn. Okay. Do they actually have 2 spells? That means they had one in their hand and they drew one for the turn. That would make the Infernal Pet a 5/5 flyer, which I don't think I could just take. Okay. Interesting. This feels like bait. What happens instead if I just chump this, eat this, eat this? I mean, they have to have some kind of spell in their hand, but currently now I'm eating 2 of their creatures. But they don't just get a free roll by casting any one spell with the Infernal Pet. My best draw next turn might just be a swamp, so I can activate the path. Gain 2 life, make a bear, draw 2 cards. I'm at 6. Last card in your hand is... Could be the Jarl. It is the Jarl, okay. So they can finish off that dude, but now they can't cast 2 spells next turn. That's a good draw too. Okay. Ooh. Is that good? I can Mists plus Struggle? I might be able to blow them out here. Oh, I think I have to keep the land on top. It's so bad, though. Or the mountain is so bad, but I think I have to keep it for this purpose. Another thing I could have done is struggled the Toski to their Jarl or their other dude, and so they wouldn't be able to block, but I think we definitely just need to kill the 5/5 here. And again, I need to draw a black source. They probably think they can go for the kill here with the land too, which is nice. because they do have me dead on board. Okay, still alive. They drew a Dwarven Reinforcements. They drew 2 creatures. Oh my gosh. So I think I have to attack with both and hope to hit a swamp. Wow, really? The double chump? I was not expecting that. Alright, I guess I just lose now. Wow, fantastic. Good block. I did not expect that. Jeez. Can't tell if I got a little bit unlucky there, but now remember, I did name white with the Shimmer Scale, or Shimmer Drift. So that's probably on me. Ugh, but they had to have drawn 2 creatures there. Wow, so sick. Alright, I think I'm fine running it back. Let's go to game 2. Alrighty, game 2 of round 2. After losing the first round. And a good hand here. Any hand where you have a turn 2 foretell a packmate and then you can cast it the turn after is good. I must have made a few mistakes in that previous game, but darn. The opponent was hellbent and then drew a card that made 2 creatures, and that really got me good. Alright, they mulligan down to 6. A 1-drop? Okay. Again, I don't think that card is particularly good, but that being said, it's absolutely reasonable in a aggressive deck like theirs, I suppose. Although, being on the draw, I'd be a little bit less inclined to play it. Oh, okay, it is good with the Frenzied Rager, for sure. And you know what? If they have a way to kill my packmate next turn, that probably just is game over, I would think. Good draw. Alright, let's hope they don't have a way to deal with the packmate. Yep, I'm going to block the free. Alright, they did have the run amok, so pretty brutal here for me. I'm going to take a bunch of damage. Wow, what a draw. And again, we have to hope they don't have a removal spell. But we know they have the active treason effect, so if they like steal my Outrider, I mean obviously that's just going to kill us. I think here, again, if they attack with Duskwielder and the Raider, I'm still going to block the Duskwielder. This is uncommon, right? Yeah, okay. Am I? Because if they have Jarl, it's so bad. I guess it's probably just safest to block the 3/3. Okay, no Jarl there. 3-mana Firewalker, yeah. Let's play out our 5/5. I mean, it's very possible I was supposed to make them use the Jarl if they had it, because now if they do have the Jarl, they just kill this instead, but I think I'm okay with the play I made. Ooh, Raven's Wings. Yeah, once again, we're in a position where if I don't find a removal spell for that, I'm going to lose. Just dead here in like 2 turns. Yeah. Fantastic. All right, I like it. Well, so their deck is definitely the deck that preys on my style of deck. Really feels like game one I had a chance, but I might have made a few misplays, for sure. I wonder if they even had the Jarl in their hand. Oh, well, they hit it now, if they didn't already have one. Yeah, they're just going to cast out, of course. And that should be GG here, right? I actually have all the colors I need, but that flyer will just kill me, so... Looks like that's a good game, and we'll go to round 3. Alright, the third and final round here of this Kaldhiem draft. With a fine hand for sure. Turn 2 Sculptor of Winter with a snow land. Can't mulligan that. We had a fantastic round 1 where, oh my gosh, well, at least one of the games on round 1 was insane. Round 2, we got smashed by nice aggressive red-black deck. And then here we are now versus who knows. I think we'll probably save the struggle. So let's foretell this. Let's pass the turn. Next turn I can play the Outrider. Then the turn after I can play the Kinseeker with the requirement met because these other 2 creatures are both elves. Alright, Firewalker's fine. Path to the World Tree is a good draw too. Let's play out the 5/5. And then next turn we can go Kinseeker plus fight. Hopefully they don't kill my Outrider here. Womp womp. Alright. That was short-lived. Yeah, and now it's just got to be right to run this out as a 2/4 and then fight their 3/2. So we have green, we have red, we have blue, we have black. So we need to either naturally draw that shimmer, whatever it's called, or we have that spirit that can tutor for a snow land, which would be good as well. Pillar's a good draw. Play the path. Get a snow-covered... Guess we need a forest still for that triple green card. I like attacking with both, and then playing the pillar. It's a little bit aggressive. I'm probably a better long-term deck, but because we have the pillar, I feel a little bit safe, and they might be tempted to block and get scared here. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, okay. Did not play around that rare. They had a Rise of the Dreadmarn. Another nice foretell card. You get to make X/2/2 zombies at instant speed for each non-token creature that died this turn. And another foretell card. All right, we're definitely going to play the safety game now and sit back then. Or will we? Because that is kind of juicy. All right, I guess we'll kill that. Attack for 4, and maybe a little bit greedy to race here. I mean, if they have a Jarl, they just crush me. Okay, Demon Molt's not that bad. I was going to get it regardless of if I attacked or not. Okay, that's good. We're kind of stabilizing, but they don't need too much more pressure to kill me. I mean, if they have another removal spell, that's certainly just dead. Uh-oh. Another Demon Bolt. Yikes. Yeah. Brutal. Sure. So I'm going to go to 5 here. Well, lands ain't going to cut it. Go to 3. I don't know if anything can save me at this point, unless they have 2 blanks in their hand. Okay, I mean, well, if they have 2 blanks, they don't have lethal. But it looks like they're casting something end of turn here. Yeah, Jarl's good enough. Ugh! So they drew 2 bolts. That Rise wrecked us. Feed the Serpent. It's just another red-black aggro deck. We need to draw our giant amulets of the world. Okay, let's just run it back. We don't really have much sideboard versus them. We'll be on the play here for game 2. Hopefully we can do better than game 1. 1 lander, cannot keep that. 2 swamps. Ugh, with a triple green card in my hand. All right, let's go to 5. That's a keeper. Can lose this. And I guess I can actually pitch a swamp here because I just need to draw a green source anyways, you know? All right, I will foretell the castable next turn. Still looking for that forest. Oh, okay. I'll admit that's pretty funny. Well, at least if they play Ravenous Rats, I have a card to discard. Oh boy. All right, forest off the top, and I think we still have a chance. Yeah, that's not bad. I'm still going to attack then. The 1/4 stops them. I mean, obviously if they draw a land, they can Demon Bolt or whatever, but I think I need to play a little bit risky considering, well, yeah. Oh man. This draft is going to be such a letdown after that fantastic first game. It's just great first game, and then I get smashed in my face. Good deck for sure, though. So, I mean, this is something that's important to learn, right? I'm already of the mindset that, hey, I can play these 5-color Dirtle decks in this format, and then I just get swiftly beaten down by 2 red-black aggro decks. So, at least that's a good sign. Yeah, they did, in fact, have the Demon Bolt. At least that's a good sign that this format is not just going to be 5-color Dirtle every single day. Good news, friends. We drew the land. The necessary forest. Bad news is we know that the opponent has 5 spells in their hand. Alright, so they can sacrifice their cavalry, which will draw a card, and then also kill one of my creatures. Yikes. That is just some extreme value here. Yeah. Not looking good. Okay, wait a minute. We can go get a green land here, right? Yeah, we can get a snow forest. I want to keep the Shimmerdrift Veil in the deck because we might want it on white later, and I don't want to have to play it on green now. Let's discard the Mists, and then next turn we can go land Old Growth Troll. Maybe there's a small chance. I'm not getting my hopes up, but who knows? All right, they get to return Kennel Master? Ugh. I didn't even notice that they discarded that. That's some good value. Oh, and it gains haste. That's right. Oh, baby. Some nice red black synergies just crushing me in these last two matches. Again, this is a good learning experience. I am not mad. I am someone who likes to dirtle, so I should definitely get punished for drafting 5-color nonsense. Love it, though. Oh, so good. Like, I can't even block one of these very well. I have to, but they can just boast here, which makes this a 4 power. So we'll block like this, soak up the most damage. At least this turns into a 4/4 later. But this is all kinds of bad. The worst part about it is that it enters the battlefield tapped later. So wait, I'm actually not sure why they didn't attack with a 5/5 there. Maybe they didn't know it had haste. Because I definitely should have just taken a lot more damage, I think. Double foretell card. Ew, okay, I mean... Still looking and feeling very dead. Hopefully they don't know that this enters tapped. Hopefully they think I can just make an untapped 4/4 here. Alright, well, at least they played a bad card there. Nice. Maybe they didn't know. Yeah, I think they thought it entered untapped. Hey, okay. Now wait a minute. Wait a minute. Can get back our 4/4 now. Maybe there's still a small chance. Their best play last turn was just to play the effigy. I mean, I've got some chonkers now. I guess I should play out the land as it makes the bear a little bit bigger. There's no way I win this though, right? I don't even know what I'm hoping to draw to. I guess my land destruction card that makes a bunch of dudes. Sure, you got me. Recruiter, alright. I guess I should be playing out my lands then. The reason to hold lands, though, is because there's a card called, like, Skull Raid that your opponent discards 2 cards, and if they can't, you draw cards equal to the difference. So now that I've played out the land, if they play that Skull Raid card, they just draw 2 cards, you know? Whereas the land wasn't doing much for me anyways. Goes both ways. Dual Strike! Oh, God. What do they have? Dual Strike into Dwarven Reinforcements! Alright, we'll scoop them up. You got us. Oh, no! I was so excited after that first match, but yeah, like I said, they put me in my place. I love this format so far, though. Like, it's still fun to do these 5-color nonsense decks, but given the fact that I had so little removal, that didn't require me to have like a creature, we were just easily going to get run over by those 2 red-black decks, and yeah, you saw it. We just got smashed. So, liking this format so far. This is the first look at Kaldhiem. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that draft. It was a doozy. We'll see you guys next week. This is Kenji signing out for the Card Kingdom YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.